Hello, Earth Tribe. Thank you for joining me for another video. Today's topic is a doozy. I've spoken about this before in the past, and I have gotten a lot of resistance and engaged in a lot of lively debate. Some of which has never reached conclusion. So, without further ado, I'll go ahead and explain today's topic. Don't blame people. Blame the people factory. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, in today's world, a lot of people commit a lot of negative acts. We hurt each other, we steal from each other, people murder other people, etc. The list goes on. And I'm not going to go and list any more because I know they could be sensitive topics, they could be triggering. So I think you get the idea. Any negative act committed by a person, we tend to blame the people that commit these acts. We say they have a choice. We say that they know better. I don't believe this is true. As a matter of fact, I know this isn't true. So I choose to blame not the people, but the circumstances that caused those people to commit those acts. Because there's always a background, right? There's always something that causes people to act the way they act. There's trauma, there's a history there, right? And I think my goal and my mission in life is to track the origins of it all. And when I logically do this, I come back to, again, this paradigm, the ideas that we hold. It creates this system, it creates this world, and it creates this people factory, which is what I'm referring to. So, in order to gain justice, in order to gain peace and a better world moving forward, we have to set our sights on the proper perpetrator, which isn't the people. So, to start this off, I'm going to just touch on my healing journey a little bit. I wasn't perfect, and for a long time I did a lot of bad things. And with my history of alcoholism and all those things, I caused a lot of pain to people who love me. And after I quit drinking and quit all the negative stuff and started moving in a more positive direction, it was very difficult to grant myself forgiveness until I decided to make a deal with myself. I decided one day, I will forgive myself of everything I ever did in my past. The only exception, the only thing in exchange is that I have to forgive everybody else of everything they did. So, I forgive myself, but I also forgive everybody else of everything. Every transgression in the past, every transgression they will commit in the future. Every time somebody cuts me off at a red light, or whatever, I forgive them. It's all forgiven. It's all in the past, and if it hasn't happened yet, it will be in the past one day. So for me, the things I did, I didn't know any better. And spending a lot of time meditating and reflecting, I firmly believe that it plays out like physics, Object A hits object B and puts object B into motion. Cause leads to effect, leads to cause, leads to effect. I grew up with an alcoholic mother, and I inherited the generational trauma. What else was supposed to happen, right? It could have played out differently, but then other different things would have needed to happen. So I didn't know any better. And that was my path in life. And I am very thankful for my path because it led me down this path, and it led me towards a path of healing and finding true happiness and finding purpose, which is what brings me here. This feels like my purpose. So again, I didn't know any better, but neither does anybody else. Violence begets violence. Greed begets greed. These are all taught behaviors. Our traumas define the way we act. And we live in a system that seems to traumatize us quite often, right? One of my favorite sayings that I think I've encountered in my life is, hurt people hurt people. Now, what does that mean? It means somebody who has been hurt is more likely to hurt somebody. When you know how to be hurt, when you are hurt, it's easy to hurt somebody else. It's easier to hurt somebody else. It feels justified. It happened to me. Why shouldn't it happen to them? So, if hurt people, why blame the person who was hurt? Shouldn't you blame the person that hurt them? And again, this leads into a logical feedback loop. So that person hurt somebody, but they were also hurt. So what hurt them? Right? Again, this is now tying into the topic. Don't blame the people. Blame the factory that creates the people. And yes, the factory creates the people, and then it re-employs those people, and those people work at the people factory, creating the next generation of hurt people. And I understand that we all want justice. But modern justice is more akin to revenge. So I would rather prevent future hurt than simply punish people who have already hurt. When you look at the prison system, a lot of people who go into the prison system come out and they become repeat offenders, usually sometimes for more violent crimes. So it seems like this concept doesn't work. Punishing people doesn't work. It just pushes them further down this dark path and increases their hostility, increases their aggression, and increases the negative things that we want to take away in the first place. It's a broken modality. And it sucks. Look, listen, I know we've all been hurt by someone, and we see people hurt, and we want vengeance. We call it justice, but we want vengeance. That's what it is. And I don't think it's a productive use of our time. That's where meditation comes into play. That's where really having control of our thoughts and emotions comes into play. And then we can logically come to reason that what we see in people being hurt is something we don't want to keep happening. Surely if the system of justice worked, it would have eliminated all of this by now. But it hasn't. It only gets worse over the years. Right? Feels like there's more people speeding. There's more people murdering. I mean, in a society that constantly breeds people who are depressed and anxious and stressed out, who continue to hurt each other, and the levels of hurt keep rising and rising, is the solution really punishment? Or is it building a society where we could love and build from a place of the heart, not from a place of fear? Can we throw out this modality? Can we forgive? Because in forgiveness, there is true power. And then after forgiveness, we can move towards eliminating the true evils of this world, which aren't the people. It's the ideas. It's the system that causes people to act the way they do. People are glorious machines. Yet we have created a system that is very poorly designed for us. And that leads to us being traumatized and leads us to traumatize others. And so where does it end? Do we just keep going like this? Or do we say, no, this is enough? Let's turn our focus on the actual things that cause the problem. Let's turn our focus on the ideas that cause separation. Let's turn our focus on the ideas that cause us pain, that cause us to perpetrate pain on others. Because those ideas need to die. That's where the justice is. So, I invite you guys to think about this. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to comment. You know, I haven't mentioned this in videos past, but comments are always welcome. I'd always love to debate the topics that I discuss. So if you have some thoughts, if you want more clarity, if you want to just debate, feel free to leave a comment. And again, thank you so much for joining me. Truly love you guys. Truly love this life. Let's win this fight together. Let's go, Earth Tribe. Have a great day.